This way, stupid!
Mr. Keith? What happened? Those wounds.
Sophie, lend me a hand. Will.
Keith should be long gone by now. I told him to run away while I was leading you around. There's no point in just hanging me, right? So this is it for you! Ed... I was always uneasy. I was worried I was delusional and nuts. So the fact that you believed me about Pop and understood what I was saying, it made me happy. But it's no good. If you completely go into your own world, you're ultimately gonna be all alone.
我把你那边的声音调到最大声，还是很小声啊？算了。
You can't keep living like
这样
that.
弄完追
You
逐
won't
战
have
了。
faith in yourself.
那
I need to get out of the room I've been in. I need to become an adult.
决定
Don't you too?
在诗人被砍一刀之前，再回味一下我的诗人。
Sacrificing someone won't make you
诗人
happy.
跟舞娘要被砍一
Even if
刀
it
啊！
does, you'll definitely regret it someday.
重金属。
Especially when you're as
真的
kind
假
as
的？
you are. You need to leave that rundown place and shake off those delusions haunting you. Atone for your crimes, Ed. That's what you
砍
need
一刀害
now.
我要多花好多钱。他砍了一刀害我要花很多钱。没有啊，他原本是只有技能独立延迟3秒啊，独立延迟3秒，我之前就已经解决这个问题了。然后他现在把独立延迟改成2.5秒，可是多了0.5的共同延迟。还要减掉那个0.5的共同延迟，我要花更多钱。垃圾。
I know there's something wrong with me, but then what should I do? Dad and Rob, they're gone. No one can tell me anymore. Please, listen to what I'm saying. There's no other way.
Even if you become happy that way, it'll still just be you. You'll always be all alone. And someday, you'll end up hanging yourself. I don't want that at all. I'll never be a hanged man!
Will, are you okay?
Sophie! Keith! I...
You did good. That was pretty cool.
Will!
所以这是另外一个结局。所以这是另外一个结局。分结局。啊，不然你上次玩的是假结局。
Don't cry.
Is somebody there?
Over here, Will.
Mr. Rat, you can talk?
Hey, Will. Why are you crying?
It's been a while since Dad died, but I still get really lonely sometimes. I think maybe I'll never see Dad again.
Hey now, what's crying going to do for you? Your dad's just gone on a long journey. You'll definitely meet him again someday. To get ready for then, you gotta be a real good man, Will.
A real good man?
I was just thinking about how he could escape from this cage, but I'll put that off. I'll be someone you can talk to for a while. So don't cry all by yourself, Will.
Your stories are always really funny. Oh, Billy talked to me a lot too, but it's a lot more fun talking with you.
Old Billy, eh? Of course that old man's preaching is boring.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Billy since you came. Or Mime, or Murdoch, or Misery.
Yeah, they won't be coming back no more, because I sort of came in their place.
What do you mean?
Meetings and farewells come in sets, and it'll be the same for me. Someday I'll leave your side.
You're going away?
Of course. After all, I'm a world-traveling super rat. You can't just sit still in one place. I'll stick with you for now because you're pitiful, but I'm planning to set out again soon.
Don't go. I don't want to be alone. I'm lonely. Dad left me without saying anything. Mom might do the same thing. And people say I'm a weirdo who talks to nothing. I have a few friends at school, but I don't have any friends I could tell the truth to. I'm scared that someday I'll be really, really alone. If that happens, what should I do?
Will. Didn't I tell you? You gotta be a real good man. A real good man knows there are hellos and goodbyes. He takes action and tries to see the world for himself.
他成为一个臭直男，
Sure, there's a lot of people who will leave you, but there'll be a lot of
他
people
不是要
who
叫他
will
成为一个
too,
好人吗？
see?
结果他成为一个臭直男。为了要贯彻他的孤独，
Hey, Will,
连送上
realize
门的
that?
女友他都不
You're
要。
a real clever guy. You're not just a scaredy cat. You're super sensitive to your feelings and changes around you. You think hard about even the smallest things.
我回去哭哭我是。
You try to figure out what happens and why it's that way, and you give it a name and make it yours. Those are your treasures, the essential pillars of your world. But whatever you do, those pillars crumble. You gotta get new ones, or else you can't keep up with the world. You gotta meet lots of people, experience lots, and keep your world fresh. Do that and you'll never be alone. So listen, Will, you should never despair all alone. You can't hide in your own world. When you're uneasy, you can always remember me, the super rat who gives your little self courage.
I know. I know, Pop. I knew this moment would come for a long time. It's time for us to part. I know that, but I hope you forgive me for still clinging on to you. It's just, I wanted to say goodbye.
Does your injury still hurt?
It's better when I'm moving around instead of sitting still. Maybe it hurt less if you gave it a little kiss.
Not in front of a child, honey.
He's not a child anymore.
Then, I guess I can't say no.
That's right. I'm not a child, so do as you please.
So you're awake. How are you feeling?
My soul's hurt like hell.
I'll bet they do, after all that running around.
Are you okay? Should I call a doctor?
Are you Keith's wife?
Yes, I'm Helena. It's nice to meet you. Your mother's on her way here now. You can meet her soon. I'll go tell the doctor you woke up.
Thanks.
She seems nice.
There's no seems about it. She is.
Keith, what happened with Ed?
He confessed to his father's murder. He's being questioned now. Robert's seriously injured, but he's alive. We're waiting for him to regain consciousness. Their trial will be starting soon. You might need to give some testimony. Are you up for it?
I'll be okay. I can see what happened. David.
Keith, thanks for calling me.
You're late. He just woke up now. I'll step out for a second. Take over for me.
David. Ow!
You idiot! What were you thinking? Disappearing without saying a thing.
But, I mean...
No buts. Do you know how long I was looking for you?
I caused you trouble, so I thought I shouldn't cause any more.
Didn't you realize disappearing would make me worry more? Doing something so conceited and selfish. You're like your father that way.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's talk a little. And don't run this time. Got it?
Okay.
Thought you quit smoking.
This is my last one.
そさしょ
Seems he found
看
this
你
in
怎么
his
那么
dad's
小声？
possessions. Figured he didn't need it anymore, so I took it. This is what got him to come here.
哦，是我的比较拉到最小，好，可以了。冷，哇，还没玩完，
You wrote this letter, didn't you?
干，是拖到哪里啊？这结局了。
Why do you think that?
周末的结局没有哎、我只看到那个你那个时候你就被追杀，然后就没了，你就自对啊之后你就自己打到破关了，不知道冲小。
It's your writing.
When have you seen my writing?
关我屁事。
On the paperwork for the world's worst tour. Got a chance to see it after the fact. Why'd you write this to him? Were you trying to threaten him?
You got 1 out of 3. Yes, I'm the one who wrote that. But I didn't mean for it to be a threat. And most importantly, it wasn't addressed to Will. It was to my father. I really resented my father. I was 14 at the time. I couldn't forgive him for abandoning my frail mother. But one day, when he sent pictures of his child, I had a thought. Sure, I resented my father, but was there any reason to resent this child? You're a demon child. Someday, you'll be burning in hell for your sins. That's only the first part. But you're blessed, because you had a blessed child. Your child gave you light, showed you the way. Go on, you pitiful man. No one's going to blame you anymore. Familiar with it? It's a quote from Detective Crawford, specifically the Hanged Man episode. My father liked the show and watched it with me. I figured he would know the line, so I didn't even need to write the rest, but I did include the card as a hint. Any child should be blessed. They shouldn't be burdened with their parents' sins. These were words of celebration only he would understand. I just hesitated to write the celebratory part. It was sort of meant to be playful. I'm sure my father must have understood it. That's why he held on to it.
Why'd you call his mother?
It was about money. The money my father left before he left home. I hadn't touched it the whole time. I set aside some for my mom's funeral, but there was a lot left. Then, I remembered Will. Still in junior high, so I thought he might need money soon. Shirley told me I could do what I wanted with it, too. But before that, I wanted to tell Will about her father, so I called Cindy, but she refused me. She said it was too soon to tell Will what his dad did. But I talked with Cindy again earlier, and she understood. Because when Will finds the path he wants, she doesn't want him to have to give it up because of money.
You can just take the inheritance, you know. You're bound to need it sometime, too.
It's stubbornness, plain and simple. I felt like I should support my family with the money I earn, not my father's money. Maybe in spring, I should invite him to a baseball game or something. And if I went with Will to visit his grave, I wonder what our dad would think there in the afterlife.
I'm sure he'd be happy. It's about time for Will to take off. Not going to see him off?
I talked with him plenty earlier. I'm fine.
Right. Me? I'm not sure what I'll do.
What's the matter?
It doesn't feel good keeping secrets from kids. I get the urge to tell them the truth.
I don't think telling the truth is always a good thing, especially when it's to a kid.
Guess so.
所以那只老鼠是被踩死的。他刚那个卫生纸包住的不是老鼠，那怎么死的？踩死的那只，所以那只是他朋友还是怎样？干，那为什么还留着？妈的，和他必毒！
I'll go on ahead.
Mom?
好像嫌2020还不够乱一样。
For worrying you.
You're saying that now? I worry about you every day. I'm glad that I got to have a proper talk with David thanks to you. Though, leaving without a word to me, not so much. If you make dinner tomorrow, I'll forgive you. I look forward to it. The train's about to leave. Come on, quickly.
为什么你有鸡排吃？看，又薯条又鸡排，妈的肥！ 今天就抵掉你1个礼拜的
Good, I
量。
made it in time. You're leaving already?
I decided to go back home for now.
Ah, that's good. Did you find Pop? Oh, really? Too bad. I heard about you and David. Did you talk with him?
所以这个女的怎么又出现了？所以那个在1周末的时候，他那时候把他的老鼠吓跑之后，就直接跑走了。对啊。哼，明明就是作者忘记安排。
Yeah.
What did he say?
If it's fine with you, you can think of me as a big brother. I want to get along with you. He's so dumb. There's no good reason to have a gloomy guy like me as a little brother.
What are you saying? David said that because that's what he wants. Or is it because you don't want that?
No. It made me really happy. Sophie. Thanks for everything. For helping me out.
You should really look at people when you thank them.
Stop it! Don't touch me, you dummy!
Sorry to butt in, you two.
What is it, Mr. Keith?
I'm sorry we couldn't find your rat.
It's okay. Pop told me all the time. I'm a world-traveling super rat. Can't just sit still in one place. He stayed with me because he pitied me. But maybe he thinks better of me after this. So I'm sure Pop set out on his way.
我猜
I'm guessing
掉
Pop
了
will
就可以
come
再换
back.
一次。
But maybe somewhere far away we'll meet again.
嫩逼，看都换一只小只一点的、啊。看为什么？放屁！可是你是大男欸，
It's really sad to think of it as a final goodbye. But by the time
你
we
是
meet
大男
again, I'll be a good man who you won't be ashamed to call his friend.
嗯？你要说什么？我没听到。看，有文字了不起哦，还不是幻想出来的，妈的！干撸啊！干，可是你不能撸啊，你只能幻想。
那我可以在梦里。
干，他的也是梦里啊，梦里什么都有，我还梦到我的腰。
That sounds good to me.
是买得起啊，可是我买不下手。
David said once it warms up, he wants to
可
go
是以
to
剧情上安排来讲的话呢，那一只死掉老鼠感觉就像是他的朋友啊。哎呀，不然他为什么要看那个老鼠尸体在那边沉思？而且跟他刚刚讲的话要前后呼应啊。他刚刚讲的话就是那个让小孩子不要让小孩子明白真相，好像也是一个不错的什么事情啊，就前后呼应啊之类的。啊，他没演哦，我只知道1周末的时候被踩死那一只啊。我怎么知道2周末怎么演？我是觉得应该是大幻想，可是他不是认得出来吧？就他不是认得出来哪一只老鼠是 Pop 吗？ 他就说那个，而且他就是那个，对吧、是我有讲的、啊，就是说那个，那不是他的老鼠，
Give me a call when you come visit. I'll tell you all the good places in town that.
就安慰他说那什么哪个好像说脚不一样什么那个的吧，就安慰他不是他老鼠。吼、垃圾！
Okay.
那你不会一边看一边吃哦
Thank？ you.
为什么？谁理你啊！妈的，只是想说你要利用一下时间啊，一边看一边吃啊。谁理你啊！死了就死了，又不要出来了。
他说什么？艾克什么？
Tiny Little Rats 小老鼠干太快了，没看到。他妈的！可以看游戏了。